If it's trending, it's here now. This is Now Trending with Riggins on the Ace and TJ Show.
Now Trending, sponsored by our friends from Culver's. The Culver's of University City Boulevard in Charlotte just celebrated their 7th anniversary yesterday. So a lot of people over there enjoying a delicious butter burger, maybe some cheese curds, frozen custard. Ooh, so delicious. Thank you, Culver's. Justin Timberlake has teased new music. If you look at his Instagram after he wiped the entire thing last week, he posted some interesting images, and one of them being a missing poster. Missing, have you seen this man? And he's performing in Memphis tomorrow night, one night only. And looks like the drama hasn't held him down. He's back at work.
Yeah, I saw there was a video circulating on Twitter of him the other day, and he was just standing in front of the camera. It looked like at a rehearsal.
Yeah.
And he was just standing there counting with his finger, like 1, 2. And he goes, 6. Then he smiled and walked away. And people were like, what does this mean? And somebody goes, he's only gotten 5 albums. He's about to release a new one. Every comment was, you should do a reunion tour, stadium tour with NSYNC and Backstreet Boys. It was just every comment after that.
Well, I think he needs another chance to have a good album since that last one was so terrible.
Man of the Woods. It smells like a campfire. It smells like a tent out in the woods.
Tell you, I really think the move would have been, considering all that he'd been through, the move would have been to come out and say, hey, this summer, NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, stadium tour, would have put everybody back in he would have been back in everybody's good graces.
But could he do that and then come back as a solo artist?
Absolutely.
Or don't you think it's like Dancing with the Stars? Or not, maybe that's not a good example. But I think once you start doing those tours, you've kind of sealed the deal as like, I'm done.
No, I think he could. I think he's big enough to, hey guys, we're doing this for fun. This is going to be a good time. We're going to have some fun this summer. Everybody's been through a lot of stuff the past few years. Let's blow this thing out and have a good time. And then he's big enough that he could go back and say, okay, then I'm going to put an album out after that. But I'm going to take time away from my career to do this fun thing for a while because it's going to be huge.
Yeah. I'm not sure. And I'm gonna leave Justin Timberlake alone. I've voiced my opinion.
You're not a fan of his, so.
I haven't been a fan of his for a long time. However, I do like his music. I don't.
You just don't like him.
Yeah, I don't like him as a person. That might be worse.
Because you yourself, Riggins, are a man of the woods.
That's right. I smell like a campfire, like a tent out in the woods.
You sound like a campfire.
That's right.
He thinks he's so much better than the rest of the NSYNC people, and I don't like that.
You think so?
I think he does think that.
Like he's keeping them off to the side, like I'll do it when my stock is way down.
Yeah,
and because they've all said it. All the members of NSYNC, all the members of Backstreet Boys have said this whole thing comes down. They all want to do it. It's one guy. Mm-hmm. There's one guy that's keeping us from doing this thing.
Of course.
And it may be just because he doesn't want to be around Lance Bass, since Lance Bass acts so weird now.
Lance Bass is weird.
Really?
Remember
we interviewed him? He was all weird sounding. He's like,
Weird sound.
Yeah.
It's kind of awkward. You're just, I don't know.
Whatever, Lance.
Please.
Jennifer Lopez was trending yesterday. There's a new trailer out for her movie called This Is Me Now, a love story. And it's weird. Even if you're not a Jennifer Lopez person, it's basically a dramatization of her love life and all of her marriages. But then it's spliced with like these big musical breaks and dance numbers. It's weird. And but I've got a soft spot for Jennifer Lopez. One of my favorite movies ever is Made in Manhattan. And
that's one of your favorite movies.
Yeah. So this is like, it reminds me of Mamma Mia. If you ever saw Mamma Mia, where it's like a movie, but then they have these musical numbers. So it's kind of like Mamma Mia, but with more Puerto Ricans. It's got it's like that. It's Fat Joe is her therapist, and she shows like all her marriages. But then at the end of the trailer, she's going in for another marriage, and you see the bottom half of somebody's face, and you're like, oh my God, that's Ben Affleck.
Stop.
He's in the movie, and I think that's him in that last scene. Post Malone's in it, Keke Palmer. J-Lo, Fat Joe, who else? There's a ton of people.
Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be fantastic.
I'm sure it's going to be spectacular.
Wait, can I just read you the description?
Derek Huff?
Yeah, I just saw Derek.
Derek Huff is in it as one of her husbands.
Here's the description that should tell you all you need to know. They describe it as a, quote, narrative-driven cinematic odyssey steeped in mythological storytelling and personal healing.
Whatever the hell that means.
That's all you need to know about it right there, buddy.
It's weird. Yeah. It is weird.
Yeah.
Anything that is reminiscent of Mamma Mia belongs in the trash can.
Well, they made another one. Somebody went and saw it.
A lot of people wouldn't see it.
Yeah,
so I think this
sad people.
It might be a sad state of affairs that we're looking at that. I love this headline. Todd Chrisley concerned about potential prison transfer. I bet he is. I think if you're Todd Chrisley, you're worried. You're like, if I'm in a cell by myself, I'm not interested in getting transferred to another prison. God knows what could happen to me there. But that's what they're talking about.
He's in white collar prison though, right? Like country club prison.
I would assume so.
I
It's a
think so,
financial
yeah.
crime.
Yeah, I think so.
So I think if they're bringing up the word transfer, he's like, "Ooh, where are you going to hopefully something of equal or lesser or more value." And then Kanye West has reportedly filmed a 40-minute apology for his anti-Semitic remarks that he is set to release in the coming weeks before his next album is out. 40 minutes, maybe a little too much for an apology.
Right.
It's a long apology.
If somebody's apologizing, do you want to hear him
Be
apologize?
like,
for
all right,
40
I
minutes?
get it. I get it.
You're sorry.
Right.
But I mean, he's saying it is for the anti-Semitic stuff. So we'll see how that goes. And those are a few things that are now trending.
All right, coming up, we have a story of one of those deals that we hear about all the time, where a bride is making an unusual request of the bridesmaid, and the bridesmaid is upset, and who's right, who's wrong, what should they do? So a lot of drama, and we also have a shout out given to us by a celebrity. We'll play that for you coming up next.
Miss part of the show? Just download it. Get the Ace and TJ podcast on any platform. More of the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show is coming up.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months, 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin. Those Christmas bills are coming due, and that's why our friend Richard Toccato of the Richard Toccato Companies is here to help you with an equity line of credit.
That's right. That way you don't have to refinance your first mortgage and get all the equity that you want out of your house. Isn't that right, Ace?
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
That's what I just did. I had such a good rate, I didn't want to refinance, but Richard helped me take money out of the equity to kind of get myself through the holidays and get set up for the first of the year. You can do it too. It's very easy. Just go to homewithrichard.com to get started. That's homewithrichard.com.
Hi, I'm Thomas Davis, and let me tell you why I'm a proud member of Team Neogenics.
If your nagging pain is keeping you from being active, do something about it. Join the long list of pros and average Joes who have found relief with our stem cell and regenerative therapies.
After trying all the others, I decided to try Neogenics. My knees and shoulders haven't felt this good since my college days. If you want to get back in the game, do what I did. Visit Neogenics, where all you have to lose is pain.
This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show from the Calitrin Studios. Lose weight the safe and effective way with Calitrin. Go to acetj.com/weight loss to get details. Now, Ace and TJ. Ace and TJ.
Hey, my name's TJ, and my wife and I have been doing, we do a podcast. It's called TJ and Jody's House. And Jody decided that after all the years we've been doing it, that she was going to start contributing, because her whole thing is that I don't want to have to do anything. You're the one that knows about that stuff. So I'll just follow your lead, whatever. And I wondered how long that was going to last, you know? So, she said, for the new year, I've got an idea for a segment I want to do on the podcast. And I was like, okay. So her segment is to feature items that she has found at the dollar store.
That's a good idea.
And the dollar store doesn't pay us for a sponsorship and all, but it's just little tips from Jody. And we are friends with Veronica from TLC's 90 Day Fiancé, Pillow Talk, and The Single Life. And Veronica posted this on her story. She was telling everybody that, she was going to pick up her daughter at school, and she was preparing for these tests and all that. And then she threw this in there.
Jody on Ace and TJ's house was talking just yesterday about all the good stuff that she got at Dollar Tree for Valentine's Day. So of course I had to check it out. You guys, they literally have the cutest stuff. I can't wait to show you guys all what I got. I'm gonna make some little gift baskets for some of my girlfriends, and of course for Chloe, and probably for me too. So stay tuned. I'll unbox all this stuff when I get home.
So now she's going to want to do more of the picking of topics and that sort of stuff. I told you that people are going to love that. I knew women would love that. Okay.
Was Jody upset that she called it Ace and TJ's house?
No, I don't. I just saw it this morning, and I started not to alert Jody to go hear it or see it, because I don't want to have to deal with that ego. But I did. I'm trying to be, more godlike and godly in the new year.
Do you think this will lead to more segment concepts, ideas from Jody?
That's what I'm saying. I think it is going to. But so we've started doing it from our house. And she said, yeah, I think you need to be able to see like the chairs and stuff like that we're sitting in and whatever. So I set up the camera to do that. And then when it came, when Riggins posted it, she said, that camera is too far away. I said, yeah, I think so too. I think the camera should have been up closer. And she goes, well, why didn't you do that? And I said, because you say you wanted to be able to see the chairs. And she goes, well, what do I know? She said, you don't need to listen to me on that kind of stuff. You know better about that than I do. I just had a suggestion. But you're the authority on it. You should have said no. It needs to be closer. So don't try to put that on me. It's like I'm trying to oh, she did it. She did it. It wasn't like that. I just said, well, you say you wanted to see the chairs. And then, I know I got this other story, but we'll get to it next. But I do all of the like when there's something serious to be cooked, I do that. She does little things for dinner throughout the week and all of that kind of stuff. But I was we have a grocery list that we keep on the side of the refrigerator and you just add to it when we need something. Yeah. So I looked on that list and she had written that we needed smoked paprika. Now there's a difference between regular paprika and smoked paprika. And I said, we got smoked paprika. What is she looking? She got some kind of a dish that she wants to cook that calls for that. And I went and looked in the cabinet, and my smoked paprika was almost gone. And I think, well, what did she do with that? And I asked her, I said, what were you cooking with smoked paprika? I said, wait a minute. Did that little hot potpourri thing you and your mama made at Christmas to smell the house up on the stove, did it call for smoked paprika? She goes, yeah. So she wasn't cooking with it. She just like made potpourri with it. It's like, okay. Yeah.
What's it to you?
Right. So if she suggests something that doesn't work, then it's my fault. If she just suggests something that does work, it's because she's the greatest. Yep, that's the way it works.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a radio show, it's a podcast, and it's a TV show. Watch the Ace and TJ show anytime. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube. More of the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show is coming up.
It's more than just a great room that makes the Hyatt-centric South Park Charlotte such a special hotel. It's the great restaurants, the great bar, the great meeting rooms, and a superior location. Make reservations and get details at acetj.com/Hyatt.
When it's time for you to upgrade any of the furniture in your house, the first thing you need to do is check out Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture. You're going to love the people that run Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture. Go to acetj.com/mattress and find them. When it comes to buying or selling a house, you know, there are all kinds of people that can help you do that, but not like the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. They are so much more than just real estate salespeople. Find out by going to acetj.com/Temple team. If you want all of the heating, air, and electrical work in your house done by the very best, then you need Bradham Brothers. They've been a family business thriving for over 50 years, and that means they're doing something right. Go to BradhamBrothers.com.
Don't just listen to the Ace and TJ Show. Watch it. Now available 24 hours a day on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
You know, this is going to sound ironic coming from me, I think. Possibly a little hypocritical, but I'm tired of people just looking for reasons to gripe about stuff. You know? Usually, I mean, if you see problems in the country or whatnot, and you say this is not good, that's different than just always having to have a grievance about how you're being done wrong. Those are two different things. And it seems like that there are so many people who want to point out that they are put upon when they're not really. Like, they make a big deal out of things that aren't really that big of a deal. Like, what's that little quarterback's name for the Houston Texans?
C.J. Stroud.
That's right, C.J. Stroud. Now, I don't watch much of the NFL anymore for political reasons, but I did happen to catch something the other night. Is anybody saying anything negative about him? He's a rookie, and he's just lit up the world of the NFL, and he's a godly person and all of this stuff. I haven't heard a person say anything negative about C.J. Stroud all year. Yet, he had to figure out a way that he was being put upon, because he said that he made something up about how, you know, people are, you know, being cold to him or whatever because of how he wears his hair. He has braids or dreads or whatever. It doesn't look it's not ridiculous or anything, but it's always having to have something that makes it seem like you're fighting against the forces of evil. So this young lady posted a video, and she's 23, and her deal is that she's going to be in her friend's wedding, and she asked her friend, do I have to wear a bra? And the friend said, yes, you need to wear a bra. So she's griping because she says that I have small boobs and you can't tell if I'm wearing a bra or not, and a bra is so uncomfortable, and I think this is just unreasonable for her to be demanding that everybody wears a bra. And I feel like that this is, this is just wrong, overreaching, invasive is what she said. It's an invasive request. So that's what she has chosen to fight about with her friend who has her in her wedding, just for the comfort of it. Now, if that's the case, then the groomsmen should be able to wear flip-flops. You can't tell in any of the pictures sometimes whether they're wearing dress shoes or not with their tuxes. Wear flip-flops. They're comfortable. Now, Alexis, you probably are on her side.
Wear whatever you want.
Yeah, okay, you gonna let people wear whatever they want in your wedding?
I mean, if I like it, yeah.
This bride doesn't like it.
She asked, because the bride said, no, everybody needs to wear a bra.
And some woman commented and said, women who always say you can't tell, you can tell.
Oh, no, you can definitely tell. You can always tell. But listen, I don't like wearing a bra, so I get it. I'm going to be like, that's fine.
But wouldn't you think in a wedding that's inappropriate if people can tell?
I don't know. I'm not going to say it.
Not that your friend Zuli,
yeah,
who's in your wedding, would ever do anything like this. Because she's actually got her stuff together, y'all. I mean, y'all haven't met Zuli. You would think that if she's Alexis's really close friend, she wouldn't have her stuff together, but she does.
Somebody's got to be the guiding light in the friendship.
But if she said, "I don't want to wear a bra in your wedding," and you'll be able, and you think, well, people will be able to tell you're not wearing a bra, you would say, "Okay, whatever."
I don't know. I don't know about telling someone what they have to wear. I don't know.
What about brides telling bridesmaids that they have to have their hair up?
I'm not going to tell them.
But it was most of them do, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that unreasonable? Because I would think it's more uncomfortable to have your hair all pinned up than it is to have it down.
That's a bridezilla. I don't know. I'm not going to tell them wear it or not wear it. I honestly told them the other day, I was like, you guys are going to pick your own dresses. Like, I'll tell you the color. You guys pick your own dresses.
Yeah. See, but this lady cares how her wedding's going to look.
Can I wear Crocs to your wedding, Alexis?
If that makes you comfortable, Rob, sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, and then Bride didn't mention anything about, being completely zooted during the ceremony either. So that may be why she's going to care.
Live on your radio and anytime you want on the Ace and TJ Family app or wherever you get podcasts. This is the Ace and TJ Podcast and Radio Show.
Today, every company is a technology company, but becoming a fully enabled digital workplace is not easy. That's why you have CompuCom to guide you, a proven leader in managed IT services. They'll do more than just get you ready for today. They'll get you ready for tomorrow. Go to CompuCom.com for details. Meal delivery services are a big thing right now, but Table and Twine is your local meal delivery service. The meals are fresh, not frozen like national chains. Plus, their meals start at just $7.99 a serving. Take back that time in your day, leave the shopping, preparation, and cooking to Table and Twine. Get details at tableandtwine.com. That's tableandtwine.com.
Join the Stowe Family YMCA for the 2023 Fall Festival Family Game Night. It's a nostalgic night where board games come to life, featuring trunk or treat, arts and crafts, a bounce house, and more. It's Friday, October 27th, 5 to 7 p.m. at the Stowe Family YMCA. Get more information at gastonymca.org.
On your phone, on your radio, in your car, on your iPad, on your computer, and on the Ace and TJ Family app. Anytime, anywhere, for your entertainment. This is the Ace and TJ Podcast and Radio Show.
Hey, y'all know how a lot of times I'll come up with some sort of a clever name for something, and then we have to look it up on the Urban Dictionary, and somebody's already used it.
Yeah.
And it's not that I'm copying them, because I don't go looking around on the Urban Dictionary. It's just that, a great minds think alike kind of situation. Well, I think I may have one that a lot of people are going to be insulted by and offended by, but I don't know if it's ever been used. Earlier in the regular old show, we were talking about causing a ruckus or being outlandish at a funeral. And someone wrote in and said that their cousin showed up at the funeral and she had her dog with her in the Catholic Church. And so every time they would get silent, you could hear the dog panting. Dog inside the church. Not a service animal, just the dog. And so I say that not all people who have their dogs with them all the time, but a lot of people who can't do anything and take their dog into situations where nobody normally would take a dog, they have to have the dog with them all the time, are attention seeking by proxy. The dog gets them attention, so they take the dog around and always force the dog into situations where there are no other dogs and where dogs aren't supposed to be, as a way of getting attention for themselves. Attention seeking by proxy.
Why are you shaking your head, Alexis?
Because here comes the dog hater again with a new message for the day.
Not a dog.
Yeah,
hater.
you are. You hate all animals, dude.
Okay, I do. I hate all animals. Why else would you be taking a dog into a funeral, into a formal Catholic church, and you're going to be the only one with a dog, if it's not to get attention?
It's not a service animal either.
No.
Emotional support.
It's not that. Just I brought my dog. People who are attached, have an attachment situation with their dogs, do it for attention, and they need to seek help. what do they call that? Separation anxiety. They suffer from the separation anxiety. But I don't even think it's that. That's a different situation. It's just, oh, well, let's take the dog. Because you know you're going to get attention from people. And you know that women are going to come up and feminine men, and they're going to be like, oh, look at your puppy. And you're going to get all kinds of attention from
It must suck to like be in your body and just like have this feeling every day of just not loving animals.
You know what I don't love is animals in places they don't belong. That's what I don't love.
Preach it.
Mm-hmm. How is that not a seeking of attention for oneself? If you take a dog into a place, you know there are going to be no other dogs and where dogs don't go.
I think that the person is actually selfless because they're bringing their pet for other people to enjoy. And I love that.
So
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
And I sure showed you. Now trending coming up next.
Doing this for other people, not me.
It's radio. It's a podcast. It's the Ace and TJ Podcast and Radio Show. More next.